It's a great day in America. We are the media now. Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. And I wanted to do a quick update. Since I've been kind of away from social media during this little medical drama, one of my buddies texted a while back and said, "Hey, you still breathing?" And I said, Yeah, I'm still breathing. So Give, Send, Go had a day of prayer. I think they're going to be doing that every first Saturday. So I had a great prayer chat with one of with their prayers. And it's funny, sometimes I can talk about this drama like everything is peachy keen and hunky dory. And other times, I can't get two words out without, sobbing hysterically. So, okay, just quick update. You all know I went to Mexico for medical treatment in an integrative medicine hospital, still kind of treating with them. And that was after about 6 weeks of checking out the California medical system and mainstream doctors. Time will tell. I think this is just part of my journey, but had they been able to assess, diagnose, and deal with it back in May without all the drama with all the insurance guys and the delays there and the settlement under duress and we thank God that is behind me. I've got all of the legal papers out of my house into the garage, and it was almost like an exorcism. And so I went back and forth to Mexico a few times. I took a trip across America. I went to a Dr. Joe Dispenza retreat in Florida. And, I used to get on a plane at the drop of a hat. Someone would say, what's next? And we'd, be going off here or there or anywhere. But I don't travel much anymore, after the head injury in 2012. And oh my gosh, tomorrow it'll be 12 years, I guess. So anyway, I don't want to be rambling here. I just want to check in, let you know I'm still alive and kicking. One of my prayers that I posted on, I think, Twitter was, dear God, please heal me and send me back to the front lines. And then I hired some contractors to fix the exterior of my house, getting my affairs in order in case I have to sell or in the event I check out. And oh my God, California contractors are absolutely, as a group, some of the most devastating scoundrels I've ever met, second only to lawyers in this state. But anyway, I'm meeting with hopefully the owner of the company. It was a $27,000 little perking up of the exterior of my house, and honest to goodness, it looks like kids painted the house, and it's a whole bunch of money, and there's just a whole lot of drama there. So, book 2 in the works. But on the tour of the United States of America, once I crossed the state line out of California, oh my God, it felt like I was in America again. When I left, this was in November, December. When I left California, the price of gas was almost $6. And then when I got to Arizona, it was $3.50. And I thought, woohoo, this is good. And P.S., my car conked out. And so I had to buy a new car. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. And so anyway, for the rest of America, the price of gas is like $2.50, $2.39. The Love truck stops are just awesome. They're really safe. Anybody can cross America. Well, we know that all the invaders are crossing without any trepidation. So if you have not traveled across the United States of America, do it. The people are kind. Here in California, I think we have billboards about every 2 feet. In the rest of America, that's not so. I mean, it was just beautiful. People were wonderful in Mississippi, Alabama. The only place that I had some apprehension was New Mexico. I mean, I won't even go there. It's definitely a blue state, or at least where I was staying, the newspaper was just blue, 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 or what do we say, yellow? And so that was New Mexico. So one of the things, one of my big takeaways from the 7, 8 months into this cancer drama is that, boy, oh boy, these American doctors are not really in the know, or if they're in the know, um, they're in the 80s. I watched the medical profession kill my parents, and looks like nothing's changed. What they had offered to do to me back in May, June was remove my jaw, take a bone out of my leg, put it in my jaw, intubate me, put me in a recovery home for 3 or 4 months. And I thought, well, shoot, it sounds like that probably kill me in about 90 days or less. So I'm really studying the Dr. Joe Dispenza works, and it's stellar. It's about the quantum field and how if our minds can make us sick, doesn't it stand to reason that our minds can make us well? And I know exactly when this happened. I'll probably write about it in a book, but it deals with outrage at corruption and unmitigated guerrilla lawfare nonstop for 5 years. Our bodies are just not geared to deal with that kind of stress. So I'm hoping to write some books, and I posted on social media a little prayer, God, please, heal me and send me back to the front lines. And then things are, my healing is in progress, but it's not visible yet. And so then finally I just said, F it, dear God, please just, send me back to the front lines. So I'm studying some things and putting some things together so that I can join you all back on social media. They say 2024 is going to be a pretty intense year. This first week of January, it looks like HARP has their directions to distract and divide and freeze people out, but that's just what they do. And I've also learned a bit more about energy systems using scalar waves. Now, I know that scalar waves can be used for military purposes, kind of like Facebook can be used for military purposes. But there are also good things that can happen with scalar waves, and there are centers popping up around the world. Actually, my neighbors had that sort of equipment over 20 years ago. So I'm excited to be participating in some of that level of healingness. And I hope to have more to share with you on that. My big takeaway from today is, heck, if you get a diagnosis, that they're saying like 2 out of 5 Americans are going to be coming down with diagnoses of cancers, and for the inoculated or the jabbed community, they are having to fear turbo cancers, fear and deal with. I'm also learning about carnivore diets. My God, I have not eaten beef in probably over 40 years, but it's apparently trending. It's almost as trendy as decluttering and reorganizing our homes. So my GiveSendGo site went down because I didn't keep it updated when I was traveling, but I took a lot of videos and I said the Pledge of Allegiance in every state I stopped in. I also bought a lotto ticket in every state I stopped in, and I think I won $10 and a free ticket from one of them. I don't even know how to play lotto, but I thought it would be a good thing. My takeaway on that would be, by scratchers, it'd be easier. And anyway, I just wanted to touch base, show my face, let you know, yeah, I'm still breathing. They didn't take me out yet. Being a targeted individual in the United States of America really kind of sucks, but the heart of America is sound. That is one of the big takeaways I got from traveling. I was gone about 4 or 5 weeks there and 3 or 4 weeks in Mexico. And I hope that you're well. I was able to visit some old friends and some new friends, and some friends were no longer here, so didn't get to see them. And I don't know, my house is coming together. It's just such a joy to have all that legal crap out of my house and out of my energy space. And I have to find a way to write and tell that story, honoring the non-disparagement agreement. But I want to write a little book so that others never have to go through what I've gone through, and how people don't have to get a lethal diagnosis after an accepted insurance claim for water damage. Yeah. All righty. Well, we know that God takes care of everything, and people are sounding pretty hopeful about America, and I'm one of them. Truly, if you're in California, they used to say to me, Linda, why haven't you evacuated? Now it's kind of late for me to evacuate, but we'll see how that works out. And I got to do some rebranding, and I want to focus on maybe helping some of you do some vision boards. And I'm working on a new one for me, and also preparing to be a gracious podcast guest. There's a lot more that goes to it rather than getting up here and rambling like I'm doing. So thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for your contributions and your donations and your prayers. I sure could use some additional support. And I look forward to reconnecting with you. I'm going to get my email list done for sure this month. All righty. Remember, we are the media now. Think about the justice force, think about duty, think about our Constitution, and think about, oh, did you guys see the Declaration of Military Accountability? Check it out. Check it out. All right. And remember, we are the media now. See you soon. Thanks.